Hello there, people of the internet. So I'm out here with a Colt Anaconda. This is a 44 Magnum 6-shot revolver. There's not really a whole lot to tell about this gun other than the fact that it's a 44 caliber 6-shot revolver, specifically a 44 Magnum. Now, this right here, I'm used to the Smith & Wesson style of opening up the cylinder. So Smith & Wesson has a little push button on the rear of the frame here, but Colt actually has this little pull tab where you have to pull that back in order to open up your cylinder. I don't necessarily dislike it. I'm just saying I'm not used to it because I have a 44 Special, which is Smith & Wesson made with a wood handle. I imagine that this is going to give me a little bit more recoil than that thing probably would. Now, those of you that are signed up for my email list, then you'll probably know that I hurt my hand not too terribly long ago. So 44 Magnum is definitely the thing I feel like bringing out today. Now, this was the most powerful handgun in the world for a very, very long time. Well, not this one, but 44 Magnum in general. And now we have things all the way up to like the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, which is an incredibly powerful handgun. And I am not Scott from Kentucky Ballistics. I doubt I could shoot one of those one-handed, especially with one of those massive 700 grain cast projectiles. All that man does is eat meat and lift things at the gym whenever he's not blowing things up or making some really sweet rides that you could drive around in. So I'm not particularly thrilled about making this video, but I'm also really excited to make this video. I've never shot a 44 Magnum. The most powerful handgun I've ever shot is probably the 44 Special. Although I have loaded my 44 black powder revolvers to some pretty hefty loads, but I've never fired anything like a 44 Magnum. That's gonna change today. So today's revolver food of choice, I have some American Eagle. This is 240 grain jacketed hollow points. I imagine that it's going to do quite a bit of damage to whatever it is that we launch lead at. By God, it's cold out here. It just rained for like, oh, I don't know, 2 days straight here in Florida. Now we have a cold front coming through and it's like 45 degrees outside right now. Some of my northern US brethren out there will probably scoff at me for being such a wimp in the cold, but remember, Florida, like, cold is 60 degrees here. Now, the Anaconda series has not been around for nearly as long as Colt's way more popular Python series. I believe the Anaconda series came out late 80s, early 90s. They've done some revisions. Colt recently relaunched their Anaconda series as well. This right here has one hell of what I'm going to call a muzzle brake at the end of the muzzle on this thing, probably just to help recoil so the thing doesn't climb. It has a nice bright orange front sight on it, so I'd be able to line up with my target very well. This feels like a very, very nicely machined little handgun. The actual cocking action of it is very nice, very crisp, very stable. The transfer bar, by far, looks like one of the most solid transfer bars I've ever seen in any revolver I've ever used. The trigger is exceptionally light. The single action trigger is exceptionally light, and I don't necessarily know how much I like that on the 44 Magnum, but the double action, 9 pounds maybe of force to pull that thing back, but that is of course a rough estimation. Yeah, 8 to 9 pounds. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm pretty much only going to fire this thing in single action mode. I'm not a fan of double action because I don't like the anxiety. Here's the wind. Oh god, that's freezing. I don't like the anxiety of double action firearms and waiting for them to go off. Especially whenever it's not something I've ever shot before, and especially whenever it's things that are powerful. So I much rather do single action here. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to start off with one round. I'm just going to go ahead and send a round into the dirt. It just rained for several days and the dirt is nice and soft. I want to see what kind of results we get with this exceptionally soft dirt. My God, this is gonna be an adventure. All right, first time firing a 44 Magnum. I'm holding this SOB with both hands. Nice and tight. I'm not sure what to expect here, but 357 Magnum has a lot of recoil as far as I'm concerned. Well, let's send it into the dirt, see what happens. Oh my goodness. Ow. Yeah, I'm not Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, I know. Alright, we fired around. I always check the brass whenever I shoot anything. This area is a straight wall cartridge out of a revolver, so we shouldn't have any problems, but still, check it out. Looks good to me. Save my brass because my friend that I'm borrowing this from likes to reload, and I imagine that he'll probably want his brass back. Okay, well, I said this many times in high school, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to go look at that hole. There are still bubbles coming up from the water that has filled the hole. It is still filling with water. The hole is not quite as large as, say, a full-powered cartridge would be, like the other day or earlier today, sometime around there. I shot the ground with an 8mm Mauser round, and that hole is like the size of my fist. The 44 Magnum round is more like a 7.62 by 39 hole in the ground. Pretty sizable still, especially from a handgun, but the recoil, my God, the recoil is not fun. I can't imagine why somebody would take one of these and go to the range and burn through like a bunch of ammo. I've known people who have done things like that. They're recoil junkies, and they'll go to the range with like one of those boxes of like 300, 400, 500 rounds. I know you used to be able to get the bricks of 500 for the 44 Magnum. I've never gotten one myself because I've never owned a 44 Magnum. But I knew you could get them, and I had a friend, and he would just go out there and shoot these things all freaking day. All right, now I'm gonna shoot the water. We got a puddle right next to where I shot in the ground. I'm going to shoot the water. I want to see what kind of splash we get from this thing. So that is what is happening now. My God, that wind is cold, and it makes the slam from this recoil even worse. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was a hell of a splash from a freaking handgun cartridge. Okay, so I saw the splash. I saw the dirt. That's a sizable hole in the dirt. Now, let's go ahead and hit an actual target. I got us a little milk jug here. That ought to make for a pretty fun target with a 44 Magnum. I'm gonna back that up a little bit. I am already freezing out here, and getting soaked with old milk is not something that I'm going to look forward to. Okie dokie, let's go ahead. Set a 44 Magnum soft point round into our milk jug here. I don't like how light this trigger is. Like, I don't even want to rest my finger on it to take aim because I feel like it's going to go off. All right, here we go. Get ready to get wet, guys. Oh my goodness. Now it's sitting in the water and my leg's all wet. My God, that really threw that thing back. I cannot get over this gun. I'm gonna fire down at the steel. Maybe I can make a hit on target. I'm not the best with handguns, especially very powerful ones like this one, but I can give it a shot. I am literally going to give it a shot by shooting the target down there. I'm, what, 3 rounds in at this point? I'm already done with this video. Here we go. Oh, okay. Did I hit it? I'm not sure if I hit it or if it was low. Whew, mama. Ow. I know for a fact I have my pinky broken, and I'm pretty sure I have the front area of my index finger broken as well. But my God, at least fractured. At least fractured. The pinky I know for a fact is busted. Let me wander down there. I'm going to take a look at our steel. I'm pretty sure I hit it basically dead center. I saw some crap fly up from the bottom. I'm pretty sure that whenever I hit it, we had some ricocheting hit the bottom dirt, but I'm gonna go find out. All right, sure enough, I hit that son of a bitch right in the center. So yeah, it's accurate out to about 40 yards at least. Of course, somebody who is more proficient with handguns than I am could probably touch out to a pretty fair distance with this thing. I am not the best with handguns. I will always and constantly admit that, especially whenever. Oh my, all right, I'm gonna hit the steel again, and then I'm gonna shoot the water and see if I can blast that milk jug out of there. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, launching lead. Oh, mama. Yep, I pulled a little lower on that one, but I definitely hit the steel. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this thing. My buddy who lent me this gun asked me not to shoot all of his 44 Magnum ammo. That might be a little challenge because I am having a pretty good time. Okay, now that I fired a few rounds out of a 44 Magnum, I understand why they'd go out with a bunch of rounds for one of these and just send shit downrange. I need to get a 44 Magnum now. I got a 44 Special, but no 44 Magnum. I'm gonna have to change that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and launch that milk jug out of that water there. Never mind, I guess it's just gonna sit there. Let me try that again. Oh, Nelly, no, all I'm doing is tearing it apart. Okay, I got one more round loaded up. I'm going back at the steel. Oh, I think I pulled that one a little low. My God, all right. I might be done with the 44 Magnum here. Oh, I gotta fire at least one round one-handed. I mean, at this point, the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum is the go-to revolver round to prove your worth. So the 44 in comparison to that really isn't anything, right? Let's find out if that statement holds true. Oh, my goodness. Ow. My hand hurts now. God, that sucked. Alright, one more rounding and I would have gone and used 10 rounds. So I guess that will be my stopping point. I'm going to send it to steel one more time. I think that this thing fires just a little bit low because from what I can tell, whenever I aim it just a hair higher is whenever I hit the steel. The last two times I hit the bottom of the steel, so I'm going to aim for the top of the steel. Nelly! I can't tell where I hit it. I think I hit the crap that is currently holding the steel up because I see some darker spots on the steel over there, so. All right, well, that's enough 44 Magnum for me, I guess, but I'm having so much fun. I really am having a lot of fun. I gotta find something to like blow up with this thing. I'm gonna go wander around, see if I can find anything to destroy with this 44 Magnum before I go saying that's enough for me. Alright, I found some cool stuff for us to shoot at. First off, I went through and I bought some of these bowling pins down at the bowling alley. They were getting rid of them, and I wanted one. So I picked up some of these bowling pins. We're gonna go ahead, take a lesson right out of the rule book from Hickok 45 and shoot us a bowling pin with this thing. I imagine that our soft point round from a 44 Magnum or our hollow point, jacketed hollow point round from a 44 Magnum is probably going to do a lot of damage to that poor little bowling pin. Let me stand it back up. Hello there everybody, Hickok 45 here, and today we're going to smoke some pot and shoot at some bowling pins using firearms that are of excessively high quality. The damn thing fell down again. Fuck it. If it wants to lay down and die, it can lay down and die. Oh, mama. I thought that round went right through. No, I just missed. Boy, oh boy. You can definitely tell I'm not the greatest shot with handguns. I stood her up because I shot a little high. Shouldn't have that problem now. We've got a lot of wind out here, so I'm just going to send this one before she falls down again. I got her that time. Yeah, I definitely got it. Holy crap, guys. I was not expecting this. Our bowling pin stopped the 44 Magnum round. I was not expecting that. Oh, Nelly. Alright, I'm going to shoot the top of the bowling pin, and we're going to see if the 44 Magnum round goes through that. I was not expecting that one, man. I was fully expecting that 44 Magnum round to absolutely zip right through that bowling pin and carry a large hunk with it. I guess I was incorrect. I've been wrong before. Let's go ahead and send one right at the top of that thing. All right, that time it went through. Whew, Nelly. I'm sorry I'm burning up all your ammo, buddy. I'll stop whenever I hit the 15 round mark. I am saving the brass so you can reload it though, so that's gotta count for something. Alright, by the looks of it, bowling pins are made of primarily wood, but there appears to be some rubber in there as well. And I'm pretty sure the rubber is what stopped the 44 Magnum. I cannot believe this bowling pin just stopped the 44 Magnum. Okay, up next, I do not plan on going on an Atkins diet, so I figured that a soft point round through a book would be pretty damn entertaining to watch. Let me go ahead and put this out there. I'm going to use our trusty bowling pin to hold this thing up. And that right there should be pretty damn entertaining to watch fly apart from a 44. Let's send it. Oh, mama. That poor bowling pin. It's definitely getting the worst end of the stick of this video. I was hoping for more damage from a 44 Magnum, but I guess we're traveling so fast that we just kind of passed right through it. I wonder. The book's still usable. Good. I could take this diet on if I felt like it. I'm going to. What am I going to do? I was going to say I'm going to try and set it up like this and see if I can shoot it like that, but I probably can't. I can try it though. Our 44 Magnum passed right through the book, into the bowling pin, and the bowling pin stopped it again. Alright, if I manage to actually hit this thing right down the spine, I'll have to turn it so I can. If I manage to actually hit this thing down the spine, then we might actually do some good damage to it. Alright, so right here's my shot. You guys can still see it. Hopefully she don't fall. Oh, Nelly. Okay, I'm pretty sure I pulled that off. If I didn't, oh well. Damn, that was a close shot. I pulled it just a hair to the right, but my God, that was a close shot. Okay, well, apparently bowling pins can stop a 44 Magnum. I had no idea, and I bet you didn't either. Well, I don't know, I bet Hickok 45 probably knew. Alright, 15 rounds worth of ammunition. My hand hurts. I think that's enough 44 Magnum for me today. Maybe I'll come back out here at some point in time before I give this thing back to my buddy, but that'll probably be down the road. Thanks for watching, folks. I had a lot of fun on this one. I always have fun whenever I get to blow stuff up. I am absolutely astonished that our bowling pin is rated for a 44 Magnum. I don't know how close it was to coming out, but I don't see any bulging or anything on the other side, so it could probably handle quite a bit. As a matter of fact, thinking about it, I might legitimately make a video testing that out. So that will probably be something that I do because I haven't done it before. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more because I do this stuff all the time. If you like the video, actually like the video, that helps out with YouTube's algorithm. Leave me a comment down below if you have anything to say. Description, you're going to find a link to all sorts of stuff, including an email sign-up list. I send all sorts of goodies and inside stuff and future plans and all sorts of stuff there on that email list. So go ahead and check that out. That's my just in case fallback plan in case something happens to this channel. So that is my backup plan right there. Now I have a bunch of little craters all over the ground. It's gonna be fun finding those while I'm mowing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, deranged psychopaths who enjoy the content I make, thanks for watching. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. I'm gonna go warm up because my God, it's cold.
since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. Poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.